Hey, Tate here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for gold. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Waves theory and provide multiple scenarios price may take, and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Today I'm going to be showing you just the main count that I have basically. Overall what we got is that we had a primary 3 up in here around the August 2020, and then we are looking for a wave 4 which would be consisting of this current structure. Now with this in mind, I would have not that one, this one. Yeah, this is the primary, in which we would have this as an A wave, so A, B, C into an A, through a pullback into B, and then looking for a C wave coming down. Now for that to happen, I have this structure over here labeled as a 5-wave structure as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, ending at these current lows that we had on July. Now with this 5th wave, I would have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if we would want to say that, okay, this is not the 5th, then this is definitely very large as a wave 4 compared to even to the before or the previous structure of that previous wave 4. So if this is not a 5-wave move, then this would definitely need to be something else. I don't see... there is of course possibilities that this is some kind of WXY pattern that I have here as an alternate, but at the moment I'm still tracking this as a 5-wave move that would be complete around these lows. Now since the lows were put in place, we have two different options, being bullish or being a bit more bearish. However, that bearish counter as well is going to be bullish on the shorter time frame. Now this scenario here that I got is where we have this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Why I did not really like this compared to silver was that we did not hit the 1.618. Now we know that silver already invalidated the bullish count, and I still don't have a really good looking structure in there, but we have to accept that it was a 3-way structure. That might be the same scenario as in here, if and only if we're going to be taking out these lows. But in any case, we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending at here. This could be a wave 1, or of course if we want to be continuation downwards, then this would be a wave A. And I have that for the more bearish count. Then we would have some kind of 3-way structure here. Now I've labeled this as an ABC just because of the divergence that we had on higher time frame that we have here. Some kind of divergence going up then. And generally on WXYs we don't have this, and on lower time frames we can see that there is some kind of divergence here, saying that we could have some kind of 5-wave structures in here, but again nothing really felt like good enough for me to label it. If we are labeling this as a 1, 2, then this would be 3, 4 and 5. It has a possibility of being an ending diagonal, but if we are putting trend lines around it, it is looking a bit scuffed. So I'm not going to be labeling anything. To me, this looks pretty finished as a 3-way structure. We did not hit the 1-to-1 extension of this A wave for that C wave. However, it definitely looks like it is done now. Yeah, that's that. The expectation here would be higher prices again, if indeed we have topped or bottomed this wave 2 here. This should be actually minuet. But yeah, that is the expectation, higher prices. Then we have the bearish count, which would have this as an A, B and C, then another A, B, C down. So overall, 3-way structure, 3-way structure, 3-way structure coming back very close to the original area here. So it is and makes complete sense that we are expecting a ABC here instead of a WXY. So a 5-way structure here would be the expectation for that C wave. So if we want to be looking for long setups, we would be going a bit lower time frame and looking for some kind of pullback that would make sense. Now the highest RSI is at this peak that we have currently, or even on 15-minute. So I would be expecting us to have one more high here with price, then create a 3-way pullback possibly around these areas here, and then looking for long setups to go long and higher. I'm not going to be taking short setup here unless it definitely looks like we are getting a very good looking divergence here, and with this being a clear 5 waves. Otherwise, I'm not going to be taking a short setup, because again, this is the last leg here. I think this is the third wave here. It is looking kind of expanded compared to the wave 1 here, so I don't need to be expecting any kind of extension here on 5th. So just getting a bit higher here and then taking out, or giving that divergence, should be fine enough. Now we can see that RSI is already resetting here, while the price is not really moved too much, so that creates us that divergence in here very easily. Is there a possibility that this is just a continuation to the downside? We already have that divergence here between these highs here, obviously, but it is of course possible. That's why I'm thinking about this short setup at all. That would give us the hedge possibility of going long in here, having the stop below here, and leaving the short riding downwards if it has to happen, and we are just going to do this. I don't really have a good looking count for that to happen, unless this is turning out to be some kind of 5-wave structure like so. That is most likely going to be taking out these lows then. So at that point, the bullish count at least would be invalidated completely, and we need to be again looking into this again. I feel like that is pretty much everything I have for gold for next week. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.